I hope you guys enjoyed the last video of me showing you guys the dump on my car. It sounds great. Don't know if I really fixed the slight vibration noise that I get. In a 20-minute drive around the city, I probably hear it once for like half a second. It's really weird, so I'll check the wastegate for that. But let's get into today's video. We will be installing a couple of things. This might take more than just a day, but let's go ahead and start unboxing everything. So here's the first thing. I did order new boomerangs for my fog light trim just because I've been missing the passenger side for the longest time. I don't know why it's always the passenger side. The driver's side stays on fine. So we're gonna JB weld this on along with 3M. Next, we have Headlight eyebrow trims. It covers like the silver piece inside the headlight. Obviously we're not putting it in the headlight, but it's gonna be a nice exterior accent since my hood is already black. I do have a black lip. You know, it'll make it just slightly more aggressive. And we're not gonna put JB Weld on this because I'm not putting JB Weld on headlights because those headlights are very expensive and I'm not trying to buy new headlights. And if I ever sell the car, I'm not trying to have the new owner of the car be like, who put JB Weld on this? The reason why I'm putting JB Weld on the bumper, on the trim, the fog light trim, is because the bumper's already pretty peppered from when I used to work an hour away from home. So don't get mad at me. The next thing in here is we're gonna put mud flaps on the car. I don't know how y'all feel about it, but I'm putting these on because obviously with the new dump, I just wanted to get less dirty in a sense, or peppered by rocks also, you know. They're not humongous, but it'll at least steer water away from the tip. So yeah, we'll see how that looks. And honestly, I'm also tired of my side skirts and my rear bumper just getting completely destroyed by dirty water and disgusting things on the road. So that'll be a nice addition. This box is trash. If you know A Premium, you know A Premium. It's the Amazon China brand. Well, it's not Amazon's brand, but they sell a lot of stuff on Amazon, which are very accessible because of Amazon Prime. Next, we have a stud conversion kit, which is a pretty big modification. Probably won't do this today, just because I do need a bolt extractor because we did snap a lug. I didn't, one of my homies did. Not mad at them. It's in the rear passenger wheel hub, so we need to extract that. But other than that one, we do have these. And this is from Keys Motorsports, but the company that makes it is Motorsport Hardware. Is that what it's called? Motorsport Hardware. There's not a lot of companies that make M14 by 125, M14 by 1.25. I don't know why. Probably because it's just less common. Probably a G chassis thing. I think F80s also ran this thread pitch with the extended lugs, because I'm honestly not a huge fan of seeing the thread poke out past the shorter lugs, so we're gonna go with these. Nice and packaged. So that's that. This probably won't go on for a couple of days. Okay, and the last thing is the hood struts. You're gonna see later in the video, the hood keeps on falling and I had to put a plank of wood to keep my hood up, so yeah. New CSL yellow DRLs. Why? Because I think mine are going bad. The reason why I say that is because my first symptoms I was getting was the driver's side headlight wasn't working at night, but both DRLs were working, okay? And then it got to the point where when I was driving in the daytime, the driver's side DRL wasn't working, which is weird because it worked when the headlights were on. And then the whole driver's side stopped working, but it's weird because whenever I flashed the high beam, the headlight would turn back on, and after like a second, it would turn off on the driver's side. And then now, both headlights don't work. Driver's side DRL doesn't work, so the only thing that works is the passenger side DRL. So I'm thinking the DRLs are causing a continuity problem because the module's gone bad. I don't know why this has started happening. I think it's DRL, hopefully it's not the headlight module. So we're gonna replace that. Not really gonna record much of that because it is a pain in the butt, taking off the front bumper, taking off the headlights and all that stuff. I might just throw some B-roll in there. But yeah, that should be everything to install. We're also gonna use a little bit better of a thermal paste. I feel like the one that they gave me was just bad, but we don't know if that caused the problem of overheating the DRL, which I doubt. I just think it might have been the DRL shorting out. So yeah, and then of course, got JB Weld for the front bumper trim. I don't want to take this front bumper off. Okay, so here are the headlights. We had just taken them off. Only took about maybe the whole front bumper and front end and headlight disassembly probably only took about 45 minutes to an hour, which is a lot faster than it took last time. So you can see I have the whole front end taken off, and then we have the front bumper right there. While the bumper is off, we're gonna add the bumper trim to the bumper, and then we're gonna add the headlight trim to the headlight while they're all off. Hopefully I don't mess things up. Oh yeah, and then obviously we're gonna be switching out the DRLs. That was the whole point of taking the headlights off. So in the DRL, I've already done a video on this, but I do wanna highlight, I think I bought it from the same seller, and this time they didn't include thermal paste. This time it's just the DRLs. All right, let's do this again. T25, 3 screws on the back of the headlight. This is the back. This is main one right here. But yeah, let's do it. Just kidding. It is a T20. I just got the T25 and it was too big. I'm really hoping that the module is fine. It should be. When the symptoms first started happening, the only code I was getting was the DRL codes. So I'm really thinking that DRLs are causing a continuity code. So let's hope this is the issue. If not, we're gonna have to spend a couple $100s on DRL, or not DRLs, but headlight modules, which I do not feel like, because they are expensive. They're like, I can find them used on eBay for like 200 off of salvage cars that people resell. Okay, got the 3 off. So now we take this off. This one, I mean, I can't tell, but it looks fine. But this is the passenger side, and the driver's side was causing us problems. Or is that the passenger side? That's the passenger side. I don't know. We're gonna just have to figure this out because something's going on. And of course, this uses a T10. Okay, so put the new DRL modules in and everything went smooth. Before we install, I am gonna clean a bit of the headlight so we can install the eyebrow. Like I said, we're not gonna put JB Weld on this just because it's a headlight. That's very expensive. Got a little bit of alcohol on this, isopropyl 7%, and then we will install the eyebrows. So let's see, this is the driver's side. Let's go ahead and line this. I'm scratching the heck out of myself. So these have a little indent that these line up to. Go like that. I think it'll look good. Worst case scenario, just pull it off. So yeah, let's go ahead and get these double-sided tape started. Typically, I like to heat them up before getting it started just so the adhesive kind of gets going, but it's starting to warm up in Texas, so we should be straight. I'm like stabbing the feet of the headlights into my thighs, and it is excruciatingly painful. Painfully excruciating. Excruciatingly painful. Oh, that's a passenger, or this is a driver headlight. Okay. Oh yeah, that's aggressive. Okay, and then I will do the passenger headlight, and then we're gonna install this back on the car, or I will get back to y'all whenever I do the bumper trim. Okay, so now we're moving on to the front bumper trim, which obviously you see this one is missing. This one is like this, and for those of you that have this, you're going to need to trim the trim itself. If you can see it right there. Yeah, so we're gonna have to trim a little bit, and then we'll put some JB Weld on this one. Okay, so just trim this up. Can't tell if you can tell. Pretty clean trim. And we'll mount this up to the bumper. Just kidding. I'm gonna have a little bit of a B-roll of me playing with JB Weld for the first time. Pause, no diddy. I've never used this stuff. And I watched on YouTube, and it seems fairly simple. I do have some clamps if I need to use it. I clean the surfaces with alcohol, and we'll see what it does. Let me go get a stick to mix this stuff. Okay, we're just gonna peel this. Put some at the very tip. Alright, we're gonna set a 10-minute timer. We'll set a 10-minute timer. Hey Siri, set a 10-minute timer. 10 minutes, and then we'll reinstall everything for today. Okay, so we got the LEDs done. They look a lot brighter. I don't know, might be placebo, but now it's working. Let's see if we can, there we go. So the DRLs and the headlights are working on both sides. Can't really tell about the eyebrow. Let me turn on the flashlight real quick. Can't really see the eyebrow. We'll get a better look in daytime, but definitely gives it a bit of a more sportier look. But yeah, no more code for the DRLs, which is a good thing. Yeah, we'll get back to the rest of it tomorrow. Today we're gonna knock out doing an oil change. Hopefully we'll also knock out the wheel studs. Since we're also going to be taking off the wheels anyways to do the wheel studs, we will also do the mud flaps sometime today, because Manchester United, which my team is doing absolutely horrible, is playing at 11:45 for a Europa League, because we are not good enough for Champions League. So yeah, let's get this going, get this knocked out. I need to grab the leftover oil that I have. Okay, let's see if we can get this done in an hour, which we should be able to. Okay, I finished draining the oil. As you can see right here, oil filter changed, drain plug is plugged, oil filter is on. I already put in 5 quarts and we have 6.9 to do, basically 7. I basically had like 1 quart left from like an old oil change. So what I did was I just poured it to where it meant number 2. So 5 quarts, and then it's literally under 2. So it's probably 6.9 on the dot. But yeah, let's go ahead and finish this. Oil change probably only took me about, what, 20 minutes? Okay, that should be 7 quarts. Yeah, oil wasn't too bad. Have about 3,500 miles on this current oil. It might be a little bit dirty just because of the winter and mixing between 93 and E, and then also the winter blend. You know how it goes, or you might not. You might not know how it goes. But yeah, oil change is donezo. Oh, oil just spilled somewhere. We'll be fine. It's just oil. We gotta dump our old oil into these jugs. I had like 11, 12 jugs yesterday that I dropped off to Advanced Auto Parts, and they're like, oh, you have a limit of 15 or 20 quarts per day, but the dude was like, it's okay, you're fine. I was like, bro, I did not know, because I had like a whole year of oil collected up. You know, it's definitely time to get a built motor. I just don't have the money. It'd be good to build it. There's definitely like a lot more metal flakes. I wouldn't say flakes, but like sparkles than I would like. But it's okay. But time is coming, okay? Time is definitely coming. Might do the stud conversion and the mud flaps after Manchester United plays, because I'm not gonna get the stud conversion and the mud flaps done in like 30 minutes. I'm gonna put these on. Oh, these are my softball glasses. Usually I'm wearing my other sunglasses. Okay, Manchester United tied 1-1. I should probably put the car back down because I need to unbolt the wheels. 17. Now that we got those off, let's open up our instructions. So if we got the black race studs, which is what we got, the black studs, we're gonna port these down to 25 slots down, and they included like a double nut configuration instead of using an Allen configuration. These do come with Allen. Let's set our torque wrench to 25 foot-pound. 25. Oh, I forgot to mention, you're gonna need something like a crowbar to counterbalance this, because the wheel will spin. see. So just keep spinning it. Let me stand up. We're gonna counterbalance it. Spinning this one counterclockwise and then this clockwise. Okay. I think I need to use a wrench to hold this one and get this one off. Dude, are these Allen keys? If they're Allen keys, I'm just gonna torque them down using Allens. So here's what you do. Step one, I'm gonna put Loctite on the threads, obviously. And look, this is the only the amount I'm putting on there. I'm gonna hand tighten all of them up. Can you drive any closer? Sheesh. What we do here is we grab one of these lugs that they include. This is meant for locking these up. Start it off by hand screwing it. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that thread is not the prettiest, but hopefully this will kind of clean up the threads. Yeah, that thread might have gotten bent because of the dirt on it, but now we're good, see? Alright, from here, let me grab the crowbar, set to 25 foot-pounds. Put this on 2 threads. Be careful with your brake line. 25. Okay. And then to take it off, put the 17 back on the drill. Grab your 17 wrench. Have the back one on the wrench going clockwise, and then the drill will take it off. Then you get to take this one off with the drill. Now, to the next one. So many cars driving past me. I'm gonna die. Knock on wood. Number 3. Alright, you guys get the point. I will come back to y'all whenever we move on to the mud flaps. Okay, let's move into the mud flap. I just finished the driver's side. This is definitely a driver's side. This is also a driver's side. Don't have the original hardware for 1, 2. We'll have that for 3. I want the bottom. Do have that. So we do have 1, 2 pieces of hardware. So 1, 2. I have plastic rivets that I can just put in, and then these two use the original 8 mils that are on there. So I'm gonna go get an 8 mil. We'll install this. And also, if you don't have a set of these plastic rivets, I would recommend getting some from Harbor Freight or Amazon. It's really helpful when it comes to the inside arch liner. Yep, that'll hold it in place. Gotta go under. Dude, I'm on an incline driveway. No, I'm upside down. They did include these retainers for these screws. I mean, I could use this, just the top one, using a retainer. So we just do that. So we got a drill. I'm gonna use one of these screws. And we're gonna see if this will hold. Oh. Yeah, that's not going anywhere. Well, yeah, I'm gonna do this on the driver's side as well. The wheel back one, drop the front, do the rear, and I'll show y'all what it looks like. I also didn't show y'all what the car looked like after last night, so we'll do that. We'll do kind of recap and talk about what else we have left. Got the other sides bolted up. Mud flaps are on. So the reason why you get wheel studs is so you can do this. Look, you can put it on, make it like a, and then get our lugs. Not lug bolts anymore, just lugs. And then we put it on the ground and we torque it to, it says 90 foot-pounds. Oh no, this is 105 foot-pounds, just like my normal torque spec. Move everything out the way. Here we go, 105 foot-pounds. I finished the driver's side rear. Kind of do passenger rear. I don't know if you really call it a time lapse if you're fast forwarding throughout the whole clip. So we're just gonna call it a time lapse, when really I'm not doing a time lapse, it's just a fast forwarded clip.
Alright, so here's how the car sits right now. So obviously we have new DRLs, which honestly I do think that they are brighter than the old ones. We have the new boomerang on the passenger side that always kept on falling off. Here are the eyebrows. We'll get a front view. It looks nice. I like the eyebrows. Definitely flows with the boomerang, the front lip, and the hood being black. Here are the mud flaps. I think the mud flaps look good. It's very subtle, but I think it goes in with the black and white paint. It's not too out there. And they're somewhat, you know, functional. And, you know, having that OEM fit definitely helps. They're not like the Rally Armor mud flaps. That's good. Stuck conversion. So you really can't see them in the front, but that is because this is such a weak offset. I will be getting something else. Not gonna say anything. But on the rears, they do poke out a little more because the pivot is a little bit more aggressive. But you know, I'm not too mad about how much those stick out. On my 135i, they stuck out like a Chariot. So, definitely nice. Okay, let's get these hood struts installed. This is probably very random in the middle of a video. This is also probably the last thing I'm gonna install on this car for this video, because I have another video planned, and I'm not gonna do the cabin air filter right now just because I don't feel like it. We're gonna do it in the next video because I feel like it. All right, let's get these replaced. Not gonna lie, don't know how to do this, but I did watch a video. Shout out to Vehicular DIY? No, it was another guy. Seems fairly simple. If you could just pop up some tabs on both bottom and top, easily accessible just by taking off the corner covers. Gotta get me a flathead. But yeah, I think you take off there's like this little vertical piece right here. That's what we're popping off on both top and bottom. Let me grab one. And cool thing is, these are pre-lubricated, so that's cool. Okay, let's get these pre-popped. Okay, so you go up and under and over. Have this one ready. Trunk or hood. It's probably gonna fall on me. Let's be prepared for that. Ooh! See? We're gonna use our shoulder to keep it up. Old one out. New one. Oh, which way did it go? Okay. Fat side up top. I should have put the bottom one in first. Oh. Let's pop this bottom one in. Okay. And then the top one. So you actually don't have to prep the new one, it just pops on, but the old ones you do have to pry off the ring. It's really easy. Really easy. New one, pop on. Boom. Oh. It's so strong. Pause. No diddy. But yeah, these are toast. Okay, I can't squeeze it above my hand. But with the weight of the hood and a slight bit of wind, and honestly, after a couple of minutes, it'll just fall down by itself, even with no wind. Back to the video. Saying back to the video as if that's a wasp. Okay, we're going inside. Okay, back inside. There's a wasp. I think that's everything. We did the DRLs, we did the eyebrows for the headlights, we did the front bumper fog light trim thing on one side because it was missing. Fixed that. We did the mud flaps. We did the wheel stud conversion kit. We did the hood struts, and I think that's basically everything. We didn't do the cabin air filter. We'll do that later in my next video, because the next video is going to be performance related. It's all I have to say. It's all I have to record. It's all I have to do, plus edit this video, which might take me like 6 hours. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys were able to follow along and take something away from this video. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe. Just kidding, most importantly, make sure you take care of yourself. All right, I'm stringing this on too long. I'm dragging this out too long. Goodbye, and see you in the next one.